Hey, this is Charles Caldwell here, and this is the first video for week 1 for Java 2 for the project Fundamentals. What we're going to do is do a quick demo of the app alongside a checklist of all the requirements from FSO, and we'll check off those requirements as we demo them in the app. And then we'll take a quick glance at the code afterwards. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Alright, here we are on the computer, and as we can see, we are running Android 5.1.0 API 22, so we will check off that first requirement. What we'll do is we'll open the app, do a quick little demo, and then jump through the rest of these requirements just to make sure we got everything. Now I'm using the Wonderground Weather API for this, and I've used it a couple times already in this degree. I've found it to be a very nice API to use. This is a quick example of it right here. In this app, what this app does is it pulls weather information from the API based on a zip code. So we start off the app with a default zip code. We click on that and get the weather. And that's for Winter Park. And we can add additional zip codes and then get information for those as well. This is my hometown. So let's jump over here and take a look. We have two fragments, one activity. So there's one fragment over here, one fragment over here, a master and a detail, and those are all sitting inside one activity that's kind of handling all the communication between the two. And we can see they are side by side in landscape. Now I showed the remote API that I'm pulling from here. And that happens when the network is available. And not only do we have the default information that you can, or default location that you can pull from there, you can also, like we showed, add additional locations to pull from. So that's kind of the dynamic query portion. That covers that as well. We saw the predefined set of query for Winter Park. And as we can see, the data is shown over here. As far as offline functionality, let's pull it off the network and see how that handles. Now first let's back out and go back in. And we will see that it first checks the connectivity at launch. So we can see that there. And the connectivity is actually checked at the beginning of each network. So when we go to click each one of these, that's the beginning of a network connection. And if it senses that we're not online, it's pulling from the stored data, the cached data, which is, we can see right here that we have no connection and that the last time this information was pulled. So that is these three here. So what happens when there is no cached data? Well, that would happen if we added another location. We have not had the opportunity to go pull this from the remote API and cache it. So we see there's no archived data for that location. And if we jump back online and try to pull that, now that information is there. And if we jump back online, we'd find out that that is cached. So let's just jump over the code for a split second just to show that this local storage is occurring. So we'll see that we cache the data in only one single location on the onPause. And then we retrieve the data, the cache data, on the onResume. And that is here. That's the type of caching that we're doing. And we are caching an array list of locations. So we'll just jump in and check out what that location is. We'll see it is serializable. It only contains the zip code and the weather information. And since the weather info is in the serializable class, we also have the weather info as serializable. So that seems to be all the requirements in FSO. There are a few other features here, but we don't have time to walk through those. I look forward to jumping on tomorrow, seeing what the next week's assignment has in store. And until the next video, thanks for watching.